Well, good evening, South Florida, and welcome to It's Happening Out. This is the world's most popular live gay television talk show. It's 9 p.m. Wednesday, July 6, 2022. Can I be the first one to say, Pride Month is over?
Whew, that was exhausting.
Wow. I'm your anchor, Al Ferguson. We're going to explore why, by the way. I'm your anchor, Al Ferguson, and let's start by meeting tonight's host. First up, this is FayWhat. She is a radio and television personality and has a popular blog and YouTube channel aiming to unite the L and the G together. Also, make sure you catch the FayWhat show, the first LGBTQ plus. I stuck on the L. It got caught right here. The first LGBTQ plus morning show Mondays, and production right now only has the camera on Faye, and they're going, "What the hell is going on here?"
That's because Faye's is bigger than
That's right. All right. Well, the FayWhat show. It's the first. There we are. Now, just keep it off for the rest of the show. The first LGBTQ plus morning show Mondays at 9 a.m. That's what I meant to say. Eastern, and it also can be seen online or your smart television. Whew.
Wow.
Good evening, Faye.
Good evening, boys. And listen, on behalf of all the lesbians on Earth, keep us out your mouth.
Yeah. Okay. Finally, something that Faye said I agree with. This next is Maxx Fenning from Prism. At just 17, Maxx founded this amazing nonprofit organization that works to expand access to LGBTQ plus inclusive education and sexual health resources for LGBTQ plus youth in South Florida. Now at 20, really old, at 20, Maxx is a senior at the University of Florida and serves as Prism's president. Good evening, Maxx.
I've had my cell phone longer than he's been alive. My cell phone number.
Yeah.
I have grudges older than him.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sure I've managed to have grudges older than me too.
All right. Well, we're glad you're here. You're going to be a foil, I can already see. All right. Next up is John Hayden. John's been a journalist.
There's
For
more to that now.
27 years. And now works for several South Florida outlets, including SFGN, covering politics, arts, and the bar scene. Mostly on the latest happy hours, which he imbibes in. And I've been with him once, maybe twice. Good evening, John.
Quite possibly, yes. Good evening, Al. Good evening, everyone. I'm so excited to be here. I just got in from a tour of the Button and Zipper Museum. It was fascinating.
No.
So up top?
No, not even down below. I can't even with you today. And
Especially not down below.
Especially not down below. And what is up with his shirt? Is he really wearing a Chuck E. Cheese cruise shirt? Holy crap!
Oh, yeah. Holy crap. All right. Next up is Gregg Shapiro.
She's coming for me next.
Yes. And don't call me she. An inductee into the Chicago LGBT Hall of Fame. Gregg is the author of 8 books, including The Latest Fear of Muses, an entertainment journalist whose celebrity interviews and music reviews run in a variety of regional LGBT and mainstream publications and websites. Good evening, Gregg.
Good evening. I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah.
Hey, Gregg. Boo!
You're all just quivering.
And by the way, Gregg, Productions has just said in my IFB, thanks a lot for dressing up tonight.
There's a reason for this. We'll talk later.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm sure it's going to be riveting.
Sure.
All right. Here we go. All right. So, good evening, Wilton Drive. We are the first and most popular live LGBTQ talk show in the world. We have so much to talk about tonight. Next on It's Happening Out.
This week on It's Happening Out. Join us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. It all starts right now, live on It's Happening Out.
Well, you are watching a live and unedited LGBTQ talk show, so I warn you, anything can happen. Whatever we say about Maxx, you're going to hear first. If you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe and click the bell for updates. If you're on Facebook, like and share this video. But Really, why are you watching there? Because make sure you tell your friends and family that you can watch us on your smart television on the platforms live in Roku, Google TV, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire TV. And that's really where you're going to have the best experience with us. All right, let's begin. It's happening out with our unique meme of the week. And we've done this every year in September. We're approaching now to our 394th anniversary or whatever. We've been on the air for a long time. And this week, our meme is called Happy Pride Month from Internet Explorer.
Does that still exist?
Is it July 6th?
It is July
just launched. it just came on our screens today.
Oh my God.
You know what? They are hashtag staying gay.
They really are.
Right? It's
Really?
They really are.
year-round.
That dial-up will get you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It took them a
Just
moment.
Loading. Yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
that's what they say at the camera.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Does anybody remember when Internet Explorer came out?
Oh, yeah, wasn't it around the same time as You've Got Mail?
Yeah, it was a very similar time. Yeah, it's gone. And then, of course, the joke here on the meme is it's late, like everything with Internet Explorer.
Yet they still want to cash in on us, though.
Exactly.
Welcome to the club.
Microsoft has officially retired the brand. They have surrendered to the Google machine.
And now they have Microsoft. It's Microsoft Edge, which also
Edge.
sucks. It
Yeah.
It's a great name
The
for it.
logo
because-
sucks
Yeah.
maybe a
Yeah.
little bit
Yeah.
less.
Well, I'm always on the edge using it. It's
Yeah.
the worst.
Well, no way.
Yeah,
There are
it's
some people
so
that like.
bad.
There are some people that like edging. And oh wait, what are we talking about? All right.
You know what? No platform used Alta Vista better than Internet Explorer.
You know, Microsoft Edge is a better Pride campaign than slapping a rainbow logo.
Right. Exactly. All right. Who needs a drink? We're going to play our yes or no game called I'd Swallow That, and we've got huge budget here at It's Happening Out, and that's why we're using these.
Yeah, the leftover 4th of July ones for my barbecue on Monday. This is what we're using. Faye, do you have any of those
Right,
left?
Faye,
Sure,
you
I
have
got
Red,
some.
white, and blue.
You can't see, but there's little stars. There's stars on the
You
the
know,
cups.
I would be crying if that wasn't true. It's so true. All right, so let's play our yes or no game called I'd Swallow That. Now, we invite you to play right along with us at home as we ask these hosts 5 questions. If they agree, then you take the shot. And you've watched me as I've kind of gotten sloshy sometimes in this game, so it's real. It's going to be a long night if you don't agree, because we don't get to drink. Everybody ready? Yes?
Ready, please drink,
Yes,
because
let's
you
do
guys
it.
are way better when you drink. Like,
Yes.
seriously.
Yeah. Are we talking about sex? Yeah. All right. Let's play I'd Swallow That. Last week, Miami Beach unveiled a newly decorated lifeguard stand located near 12th Street at the end of Loomis Park. The stand is conveniently located right near the spot where Miami Beach Pride is held every year. I'd swallow that. Question number 1. I want a hot South Beach lifeguard.
Yes.
Wait, am I done?
Yeah, that's it.
I want a hot South Beach lifeguard to save me using the new LGBTQ plus rainbow stand.
Yes, in a red
Look, I am.
I'm drowning, baby.
That's right. Help me. I've been.
There's the picture of it. Isn't it cute?
I love it.
Yeah. They
love
had- You know you live in a gay place when all the city leaders come out to have an official opening ceremony. Can we see the picture one more time? So everyone comes out, including the mayor of Miami Beach, to say, here we are.
Gay as hell.
Yeah, we're here. We're queer. Get used to it.
And I love where they put it. They put it in the perfect place. It's on 12th, right on the beach, right? And that is like the gay spot, right? That is where you go and, and I've got it with many of my gay boys and they're on Grindr and it's like 10 feet away. And we look over to the next tower. We're like, yeah.
Shooting out in this picture. If you look on the left on the water, it looks like something was scribbled out, like it was photoshopped. I wonder if that was me drowning, trying to get out.
Help me, save me. I'm drowning.
Do you know where the gay lifeguards go after work?
You're going to tell me, I'm
Oh,
sure.
no.
La Boy.
La Bouille. Oh! All right, let me explain for our folks at home. There's a club named La Boy. There it is. We're done.
All right, we're done. I'm going to move on because we're done.
I thought it was good.
May have, right?
It was not good. It was not good. Don't let him. No.
She Well, and it comes from Gregg. What a blazing endorsement that is. All right. She may have been the first person sent home back in season 2 of RuPaul's Drag Race. Remember who we're talking about? But like a jack in the box. Get it? Wow. Shangela Laquifa Wadley always springs back bigger and better than ever. Last month, she even opened a special Pride reception at the home of Vice President Kamala Harris. I'd swallow that. Question number 2. Shangela, popping out of RuPaul's box, gets the last laugh attending Veep Pride event. Good for you,
Amazing.
Shangy.
No, and Shangela's had such a great run these last couple of years with the shows that she's on. And just to think that early career, people told her, do something else. You're not going to win this. I mean, she was one of the first people to go home on Drag Race.
I have a feeling that she would go to the opening of an envelope or a wound, honestly.
You know, and I understand the joke that you're making. Absolutely not true. Shangela is one of the longest, steadiest performers since RuPaul's Drag Race. She is always in demand. She gets pretty top dollar for performance. You would be shocked at annual income of performance events that she does and shows. I just, oh my goodness, I wasn't going to do this, but just a quick support of Shangela. Back in the days, you know, I may have done a little bit with RuPaul's Drag Race, had her on the cruise, and she did a specialty show, and her show was called Straight Outta Paris, Texas. And she did an hour specialty show, and people would come on the cruise because they would watch their favorite RuPaul stars. Then they would come on the cruise because they could see their favorites do something out of the box, all complete. Latrice's show, long before she toured it nationally, she did on the cruise, and many. It went on and on. Shangela's show that she did and events that she did were just so great, and she's always in demand. She's always professional. She is she rolls with the joke, the box joke. You know, we've just made it again, coming out of RuPaul's box, and she would laugh, and that was the quality of her. And my favorite, I've told this story. I know Faye and I have talked about this. I was in Santorini with 45 RuPaul queens and Michelle Visage. And I was coming down the mountain at the top of the White City in Santorini with Mimi I'm First. And we're on donkeys. And you go up the mountain or down the mountain on donkeys. And it's up about 1,500 feet, and you go up the mountain or down the mountain. Well, we were going down the mountain, and Mimi I'm First was screaming every step of the way. And I have a camera because I think it's hilarious that Mimi's screaming. And up around a curve, we hear kind of screaming, and around the curve come Shangela and Willem. And Willem and Shangela see me and Mimi, and the mules have bells around their necks, and they too break out into Ring My Bell and sing it all the way up the mountain.
That's awesome.
A screaming Mimi is what you're saying.
A screaming Mimi, that's right.
This event, though, is very important.
Yeah.
That she was able to, she was at the vice president's residence.
Yeah.
I mean,
Her
home to celebrate Pride Month.
Is this the first time?
First time
right?
that's ever happened that a RuPaul queen has had that.
That any queen. Think about it.
But that's just highlights the difference of where we are right now.
Yeah,
it's welcoming versus unwelcome, embracement versus rejection. That's what this is. Yeah. This is what we need to remember. We need to remember this moment and say this felt good.
Yeah.
When we're going to be faced inevitably with a lot of bad feeling hate.
Why do you have to make my boner like less hard? Why?
It's what I do.
It's
true. They weren't welcome.
And there are so many guys that would say, "Yep, that's what he does." That's what he does. All right. The horror streaming service Shudder is releasing a 4-part docuseries this fall, just in time for, guess what? Halloween. Oh, wait, I'm sorry, gay Christmas. The show is called Queer for Fear: The History of Queer Horror. Now, I have to say that because of my kind of weirdish Virginia Southern accent. The history of queer horror.
Oh, not queer horse.
Yes,
Okay. Oh, because I was all interested
you.
now. Like, I was all
No,
excited.
that's this table. That's the round table.
Right, exactly. All right. Well, this new documentary will explore important moments for the LGBTQ plus community in, say the word,
Horse.
horror, right, movies. I'd swallow that. That's not exactly what I was expecting to be said. I'd swallow that. Question number 3. I love a good scare, and Shudder's Queer for Fear is gonna do it for me. You agree with that? We all love horror, don't we?
Yeah.
Horror.
I recently saw
Horror
Peacock's
movies.
entry into the genre, which is called They Them, and it stars Kevin Bacon and Theo Germain.
yes. Did you see it already?
I did see it.
Oh, you
I saw
seen
the
it?
preview already. I mean,
Beginning of August, and
Oh, but you've seen the movie?
I've seen it.
Yeah.
And you're going to have to wait for my review. And
Yeah.
but tell us something.
Yeah, give us a little
I
clue.
can't even do that.
Really?
Really? Now I'm gonna
oh.
make fun of you forever. Like
Now,
I
and
really
now
was
it's
like,
time for another edging.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. All right, dude.
No, it's
right.
there's an
You're
there's an
dead.
embargo.
You're dead to me. Why? I'm curious, and it gives us the opportunity. Why is Halloween so important to LGBT?
I think that it's an opportunity for people to put on a character, to put on an identity, it's a form of escapism that I think is so impactful for a lot of
More
people.
than straight people.
Yeah, I mean there is so much for queer people to escape from in this world. Yeah.
It's the day that straight people come to us.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, we spend our whole lives dressing up as something or someone else.
in their world.
In their world.
And for that
and they
time-
dress up for a night and
That's
come
an
to us.
interesting observation. And we always make the joke. We've made the joke for years. We all make the joke, whether we're on a television show or not a television show, that Halloween is gay Christmas. And what we're saying is, to the straight community, there is no greater holiday than Christmas. For the gay community, we love Christmas too, by the way. I mean, come on, bangles and
And gifts.
and gifts. Yeah,
We like-
I wasn't going that way, but
I could say it. We like gifts.
the Latina at the table.
I like gifts and money. So if you want to send it, please go right ahead. At FayWhat.
Did I?
Wow, you just completely commandeered this, didn't you? But for us, Christmas is one thing, but Halloween is a whole different animal. And we reference that by saying Halloween is our gay Christmas.
Yeah, and for a lot of people that are not out of the closet, on that day, they get to be who they really
What
are
they want.
inside.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
And it's okay. And for all those women that are really whores inside, not horror, whores inside, they get to be that whore that day.
Let's
you
They
know?
can be horrors too.
Let's plan ahead. What are we going to be doing for Halloween?
I'm going to be a whore. I mean, no, I'm sorry.
Why is that day any different than
And you were so quick to say it.
Yeah,
I know, my
exactly.
God.
All right, what are you going to do for Halloween?
Something from Stranger Things. Let's dress up like that. Let's do something crazy.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't hang out with you
No.
at Halloween this year. Last year, I was the greatest Halloween costume ever.
No, you weren't.
I went to
not that good. It
was really
Dakota, and I was FayWhat. And it's the first time RuPaul had ever done drag ever. And what
Are there pictures?
the reason? Oh, there's great
will
pictures.
go down
and
in
the
infamy that
reason
day.
it was so good is I was so bad. I was so bad, which is exactly what FayWhat is.
A mess.
Long,
He was a mess,
stringy,
okay?
messy hair and smudgy makeup and boobs out to here.
He was carrying around my dog.
and
It was a
and
mess.
her dog Patai was Patai, right?
Her name is Padme. She's not named after a meal.
Yeah, Patai. And as I walked into this big event for Halloween, I'm dragging the dog behind me, literally on its side, and people went.
With a big sash that says Miss New Jersey, Maricón. He totally did that. Dios mío.
And I will never forget Faye's face when she first saw me, because at first she did not realize who it was.
I was like, oh, he came as his mom. What's going on? Like, and then I see the sash.
Those
and I
are
see the
fighting
dog, and I go, oh, no, he didn't.
Last year I dressed up as a sexy plague mistress. So
Whore, you see?
corseted and whatnot. I think maybe this year I'm thinking like a Twinkie Ron DeSantis or something like that. I can't think of anything more horrific.
Yeah,
So-
that's
That's scary.
horrifying. Yeah. Any thoughts of what you're going to be for Halloween?
Oh, yeah, I already know.
Well, tell us.
I'm going to dress up like a bird and put on big orange glasses and go as Owl Ferguson.
Oh, Jesus. Jesus, did I walk into that? Jesus. Well, I'm sorry, I can't hang out with you people because I'm going to New Orleans for Halloween to the French.
Nola.
But that's a whole experience.
Oh, I've never done it. I've been to Mardi Gras so many times. I've never done Halloween. I can't wait. All right, let's move on. The time traveler's wife.
Sorry.
Everyone laughs as I have a tear go down my cheek. The Time Traveler's Wife has been canceled by HBO after just one 6-episode season. The show was a critical failure. Our production has written this just to put daggers into my soul. The show was a critical failure, with many reviews stating that the main character has a more interesting love affair with himself than he does his wife. Now, there is some truth to that.
Yeah, you have to explain that again.
Oh, I think we will. I'd swallow that question. Number 4, HBO's Time Traveler's Wife cancellation proves you can't blow yourself.
This cancellation sucks. I'm going to start calling them HB-low me.
You can't say that while he's mid-shot.
Right through the nose. Oh my God.
I couldn't swallow because it was going to come back up. All right, in case everybody doesn't know, and I have watched Time Traveler's Wife religiously, y'all were robbed. This was an Emmy.
Emmy? I don't think so, buddy.
Emmy nominee show. It was so interesting.
He went into a penis. He went into a penis.
No,
Al.
that's the boy.
That is the boy. This Time Traveler's Wife, he meets his wife when she's, I think, 6 the first time, and he, through a freak accident, is traveling back and forth in time. And so he can meet himself over and over again. There are scenes where there's like a dozen of him at one time. Well, one of the most interesting moments is his father walking in on him as a 16-year-old, and he's in bed, and the father doesn't knock. You'll understand this, Max. I'm sure this has happened with your father many times. And he walks right into the room, and this character, as you see in that right picture, is in bed at 16, and there's a sheet over him, and somebody literally, you can tell, is giving him a blowjob. And when the father says, you know, what's going on here, the sheet automatically comes up. And because he's a time traveler, another 16-year-old of him is in bed with him. In other words, he is blowing himself. And
you see, that is possible, John.
Oh, I know it's possible.
And what he explains is, Dad, when Dad is shocked, I'm not gay, but this is a unique opportunity, and I can't pass up this
What a
unique
great
opportunity.
explanation. I'm not gay, I'm just blowing myself.
Right?
You got it all wrong.
So first off, you know, surprisingly, I've never been walked in on jerking off, which I say surprising because I do it quite often.
Frequently, I've heard. I've read the social media.
Of course. Unfortunately, you know, my parents had a tendency of opening my mail. So there's other ways in which they got a hint.
You got a blowjob in the mail?
Yes, you know, something else.
No, I have to know. What did you get in the mail?
Just, you know, a nice phallus of sorts.
Of sorts?
Somebody sent you a pink dildo?
You got a dildo in the mail?
Yeah. You know, so okay.
Wait,
and a birthday card just
millennial sitting at the table, right? The millennial. Hold on, dude. The millennial is sitting at the table, going, "Of course, I got a dildo." No one else at the table has ever heard of a situation where a trick or friend, whatever you want to call it.
Did you order it during Prime Day?
I got it myself.
During Prime Day,
bought it
right?
yourself.
Yeah, so okay, so for everyone
you
here,
got it mailed to yourself.
There is this phenomenal thing on the internet. It's called Amazon, right? For everyone here.
Prime Day.
And
Is the millennial
really trying to beat us right now?
Wait,
Right?
Wonder to
He's
Empower.
trying.
Wait, Wonder to Empower is activate. All right,
I'm
now
about
it's
to
on.
freaking return you out of freaking Whole Foods right back to Amazon, my friend. I don't need a box or anything.
I'm curious, how big was the dildo that you had sent to yourself?
I was like 8.
Well, 8. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
We've
it
learned
was supposed to have discreet packaging, but then it said, you know, something not.
Okay. Damn Amazon.
Which parent opened it?
Yeah.
My mom, and I wasn't out to my dad at the time, and so
Were you out
She
yet?
said, well, I was out. I said I was bi, and then my mom was like, "Are you gay?" And I said, "No, I told you that I was bi." And she just sighed and she threw it on my bed and she said, "Just don't tell your dad," and then walked away.
Wow.
You were also out to Amazon.
Let's come back to the time traveler's wife. Is anybody sad over the cancellation?
It will be picked up by somebody else. This will become some kind of cult classic kind of deal. Hulu, somebody will pick it up. Didn't they film like 4 other seasons already?
Yeah,
just because of the age of them.
There's interesting things to come in this story. Did anybody like it? Did anybody watch?
I didn't like the movies, so I didn't want to watch the series.
Yeah. Okay. Well, and you're kind of in terms of your entertainment, you're actually kind of snobbish. All right. Let's move on. Ricky, clearly, I'm a man of the people. Okay. I mean, well, wait. I gotta add one more thing. Let's take a quick poll. If you had the opportunity with no consequences and you could time travel, you couldn't control your time traveling, but you cross paths with a former version of yourself, and you had the opportunity to do that. Would you do it?
Hell to the yeah.
Yes, absolutely, 100%.
Of course, I'd do it 5 times in a row. Hell yeah.
Right. Yes.
Why not?
I was Benny when I was young. I didn't need to time travel to do it.
So that's exactly why I didn't take the shot, because this didn't prove anything. You can blow yourself.
Okay, that's my next question. So everybody at the table, have you guys blown yourself?
Self-fully.
See, I'm not flexible.
It's about flexibility.
Yeah.
Okay. So
No.
You know, that means everybody at the table has little penises except for Al. Got it. Let's go. Next story. Ricky Martin.
Let's talk about Ricky Martin. Ricky Martin recently teased the video for his 4th single off of his upcoming EP, and it's called Play. Code word, Play. An image of the 50-year-old zaddy wearing a sleeve harness and holding gymnast rings has us all ready. Wait, I have to pause a moment. Okay, I'm better now. Has us all ready for anything he wants to give us. I'd swallow that question number 5. I'm picking it up without even reading it. Question 5. Ricky Martin teases me, and of course, I'm ready to play.
Help me, Ricky. Save me. I'm drowning.
This is a 50-year-old.
So delicious. He's taking whatever J-Lo's taking. I mean, because they're both just so simply beautiful that it's like, it hurts me.
You know what's
but
sad?
It's his job to look like that. Like,
so what?
But I'm just saying, no, that's why. Because if he didn't look like that, people wouldn't be listening. It was like Janet Jackson.
Please stop speaking a moment. Wait,
look at the video. It's going. Hold on.
Look at. One more time. Yeah,
and his husband is just as hot, boys. Yeah. Oh my God.
You know, first off, here's the thing. Are we super happy for him that he finally got into a good relationship, had the kids, has the relationship? You're not happy for him?
Well, I don't know how happy or strong it is. I mean, and I don't know. I know he's trying to promote his video, but he was just served with a restraining order in Puerto Rico last week.
He's jealous.
That he apparently it's being alleged in the press anyway. Ricky hasn't filed a formal response yet, legal response, but that he had a 7-month relationship with this person that while hasn't been named in the documents, has been confirmed that it's not his husband though.
Yeah.
Okay.
But no way. First off, those pesky reporters with facts. I don't understand it. Maybe I do understand it.
You do understand it.
Your observation implies that you can have all kinds of different relationships, and that includes relationships outside.
I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying someone is alleging that a relationship with him got violent. I just don't know if the timing of this coming out just 3 or 4 days after he.
And it wasn't the manager who said that he wouldn't have been as successful without her and is now suing him for $3 million? Not that same person?
The person hasn't been named.
It's her.
Yeah.
I'm naming
the petitioner hasn't been named in the thing. I'm just saying, no, if they want to have an open relationship or whatever, that's fine. I'm just saying there are allegations of abuse in a separate relationship, and I don't know if the timing of this is particularly good, especially when it's called Play.
You know,
God, again, you freaking mess up my boner. What is wrong with you, John?
That's what I do.
I don't go with where I don't buy the candy you're selling. The one thing, although I think it's interesting, but you reporter, the one thing that I think is interesting is he wears that intentionally. He calls this intentionally, and damn well does he deserve to. The kid started in Menudo. He's not a kid now, but as a kid, he started in Menudo. He just set the world on fire with Living.
La Vida Loca.
and
Yeah.
Loca. Madonna instantly said, "Who's that? I want that," like in a candy store. And when at that point, Madonna had the ability to do that, and likely did, and he had to be all of these things that were not natural for him to be. And he played it to the best he was capable of playing it. As a gay man, can't you just look at this picture and look at what he's doing and just go, dude, we have so much respect for you because we know what you've been through and what you had to do to survive an industry like this and survive fans like us in gay community and fans that are straight women that just sexualize you more than any gay man could possibly sexualize you, and you still survived. Congratulations to you. That's when I look at this picture, that's what I think of Ricky Martin. I look at this and go, you won. Congratulations. And now he's ready to play, and you go for it. You do whatever makes you happy. Ricky Martin deserves it. And
He's like the Barry Manilow of his generation.
What?
Yeah, okay.
Wow, that comparison was rough. Right? Like real
well,
rough.
all right, that's our game. I'd swallow that. Next, let's consider what we call the best thing of the week. And this week, it's called Seattle Pacific University. The anti-LGBTQ plus graduation shows real pride in flag after rainbow flag handoff to the president. This is part of a series of student protests after the school banned staff members from having same-sex relationships. You know how easy that is, right? I know you're gay, but now you're not gay. Poof, we're done. What do you think about what happened here on the stage of these flags, instead of handshakes, presented by students to the president of the university?
If they did that at a Florida school, they would have been suspended.
But they're already graduating. Where do you suspend them from?
I want to know what they said, like what the words that they're saying are. Like, can we get like a dub of this? Like,
I think I saw an F word in there somewhere.
oh, I hope so.
But I'd be interested to know how many of the students were gay also, and how many were straight.
You know, and actually, it's interesting you say that, because when I watched it, I was thrilled that I didn't know, because it's allies that are really standing up saying, this is unacceptable, and by the way, take my rainbow flag. I'm an ally of this
We need
flag,
allies, for
and
sure.
we need them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, this reminds me of my graduation. I put some less than stellar remarks about my principal in chalk paint on my rear mirror or my rear windshield, because it was a drive-through graduation. Yeah, no. If I was doing this, I would shake his hand and I'd be like, "It was wonderful going to school here." Hand him the flag and walk away. Like, I'm petty. I'll do that. Absolutely.
Is it wrong of me to like that Maxx Fenning is petty?
Oh,
the ED of Prism
I just
is
like
petty.
I just like that Max couldn't remember which rear he wrote something
Rear
on.
mirror. I'm gay. What are cars? I don't know.
That wasn't his joke, by the way, dude. You're not staying up. All right, now let's move on
love you,
to our segment called What's on Your Mind. And I've got to find, oh, there it is. There's the bell. Each host will tell us in just 30 seconds what is important to them this week. But remember, it's got to be in just 30 seconds. And I'm going to be really strict this week. I'm giving you all heads up, or you're going to hear this bell. All right? All right, let me ring this bell quick. Faye, what? What's on your mind this week?
What's on my mind? God, I hate that bell. That's what's on my mind. So, you know, a couple of words that we were able to take back in our community is queer. We took queer back, right? Women, we took the word bitch back, right? Because it was like, yeah, bitches are in control, right? And then after Trump, you know, I had like a PTSD about like, you know, trucks with like big flags on them, right? So I have a new PTSD right now. Every time somebody says groomer, I cringe now. And that's because of you hateful people that have taken that word and made it ugly. I have mentors in my life. I have sponsees that have other mentors in their life. And you can't even use the word groomer or grooming anymore because of you. That's all.
There we go. Thank you. I agree with you there. Maxx Fenning, what's on your mind this week?
So this weekend is Florida SuperCon. I'm at the Miami Beach Convention Center. Prism's going to be partnering with Prism's going to be partnering with Pride Lines, AHF, and Outshine. We are going to be hosting a drag and cosplay panel and show. That's right, Anthony Sabatini and Ron DeSantis. We're hosting a drag show, and there's going to be kids there. Deal with it.
Yeah. That was beautifully delivered. Next time, could you butch it up just a little? And John Hayden, what's on your mind this week?
What we're not supposed to say. Don't say gay. Republicans are taking pettiness beyond Maxx Fenning's level and going super deep by saying, don't say gay is not the name of the bill. Call it the right thing. No, that's what it is. That's the name that caught on. And a local journalist at the Sun Sentinel, Scott Travis, who is gay and had an amazing career in journalism, got called out for it. He called out the pettiness, and I love it.
Yeah, it's an excellent story. I just wish I could read it somewhere.
It's online right now on SFTN and on newsstands tomorrow.
Who wrote it?
John Hayden.
It was a very well-written article. I can't remember who wrote it.
All right. And Gregg Shapiro, what's on your mind this week?
Gay novelist Andrew Holleran, whose new novel, The Kingdom of Sand, is set here in Florida. He will be making a rare in-person appearance in conversation with PEN America's William Johnson at the Barnes & Noble on Federal Highway in Fort Lauderdale on July 23rd. You can visit pen.org to register for this free event, and you don't want to miss it. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Wow, very interesting.
You have the book upside down.
You got me.
And just a little of my own plug. We are going to be introducing a new book club at Queer News Tonight, and it's called the LGBTQ Banned Book Club. And I've interviewed, I think, 7 or 8 authors that are on American Library Association's Challenged and Banned Books about what's going on and why their books, different kinds of personalities involved. They're not all gay. There's some straight, there's women, there's men. It's a very interesting series, and we're going to be telling you all about it shortly.
Are we calling it The Boys in the Band?
No, it's called the LGBTQ plus Banned Book Club. See, I was covering you. I'm your friend, dude. I was helping. All right, next up, let's catch up with the news from the world of entertainment. When Dean William went to see Adele perform at London Pride over the weekend wearing a rainbow flag, he was approached by some staff of Adele who moved him to the VIP section and bought the flag for £8. That's about $9. And 20 drink tokens. Watch this.
So you know that earlier on when you were coming in, someone came and said, can we have your flag in return for some drink?
Guess what? £80 from Holborn Station. No, £8.
And you're really £8. How much did they give you in drink tokens?
A lot.
How much did they give you in drink tokens? A lot.
About 20 of them.
Oh, yeah. Are you drunk?
Yes.
Of course you are. Well, I wanted that flag.
Not yet, because we're waiting.
You burst into tears because you got moved from over there and put into Diamond. So I thought I'd give you front row seats because you were
Okay, well, the story starts to evolve. 1 million people at London Pride. It turns out that the flag was for Adele herself, who later performed wearing it across her shoulders. Our celebrity headline of this week is Adele Sings, wearing just a purchased $9 Pride flag as 1 million attend London Pride. He dissects every moment of this experience in kind of a little inebriated, very British way. And Adele embraces community spectacularly. What do you think about it?
I love this. Adele made this gentleman's life, boys. I mean, this boy will always be able to talk about this. I love that it's a progressive flag that was given also. I love all of this. I would have given Adele my pride thong, okay? Or pride pasties, whatever she would want, I'd give them to her. This is Adele.
Right.
She is a goddess, truly. And we're lucky that she's a supporter.
And she looks beautiful, and she's usually not that entertaining when she's in love.
Yeah.
Like she's always the best when she's brokenhearted and fatter, excuse me, you know? So to see her just so inclusive and so wonderful to our community. I mean, this is pride, guys. This is Adele.
Yeah.
And the guy who sold her the flag was like, Hello from the VIP.
I have to tell a little more of that story. Perhaps David can get us the name, because we didn't include his name, and let's make sure, if we can, while we're doing this story, say his name. So hopefully David will help us, or someone in production will help us. But what happens is he posts in his Instagram basically blow by blow by blow of what happens, and he brings this flag. And Adele staff says, "Oh yeah, we'll buy that from you. We'll move you up to VIP if we can have the flag," and pays £8, which is $9, and gives him 20 drink tickets. Was probably not a good idea for him. And they move him up. And so as a result, these videos start, and he's doing the videos with Adele. Adele talking to him personally. Y'all, 1 million people, or however many people over at the concert. Hold on just a second, and goes right to him and starts to talk to him about what's. Dean Williams. Dean William. Okay. That's who it is. And his IG is so great because he's showing all of these moments. Oh, and then this happened. And oh, and then this happened.
And the more drunk he gets, the more entertaining every little thing Adele does. Look, and Adele moved to the left. Look.
Exactly. And every gay guy on the planet that reads his IG will go, holy crap, that's me at Madonna, or that's me at Cher, or that's me at whatever it is. And for him,
or in John's case with the Queen Elizabeth II.
Yes, Queen Elizabeth, yes, sadly. And he does this for Adele. And it was so beautifully done because at the end, in his IG, having no possibility that Adele is ever going to read a single word of this, says, Adele, you literally have made this the greatest moment of my life.
Hello.
Very sweet.
We love it. Tell me the name one more time. Dean William.
Dean William.
Dean William. Thank you. I'm sorry that we didn't say that in the story. Dean William, we're sitting over here in the United States, and we're loving you tonight because you absolutely made London Pride for all of us American cousins that watched what happened. And Adele, my goodness, were you amazing to do this and embracing LGBT. Any other thoughts about...
I wish we were there.
Yeah.
She's wonderful.
Yeah, she's wonderful.
I still will send her my pride thong if she wants.
Child, I don't think she does.
She might.
Wait, you're
never know.
You know, the funny thing here is you're just as crazy as the gay boys. At a Cher concert.
You really just got this? I've been with you almost 2 years. You just got this now?
Wait, well, I am a little slow. What can I say? Anyway, we
Are
love
you
this.
Internet Explorer?
We love this story about Adele and what happened in London Pride. We love the story. All right, well, that's our discussion on entertainment. Next, we report that the Happening Out Television Network helps support our LGBTQ community. An example is Sunshine Cathedral, the world's largest queer church here in Fort Lauderdale. We are broadcasting from our permanent set here, the Happening Out Television studio set that is in partnership. The network broadcasts the largest LGBTQ religious broadcast in the world with more than 30,000 watching every Sunday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern, and it's totally live. We encourage you to tune in, and our campaign of sponsorship proudly supports Sunshine Cathedral is my queer church.
Hi, I'm Dean Trantalis, the mayor of the city of Fort Lauderdale. They say the gayest place on planet Earth, and Sunshine Cathedral is my queer church.
Well, up next, if we were standing around the LGBTQ water cooler, we think that this is what we would all be talking about this week. We refer to it as our hot topic of the week. In the comic books, The Boys, Soldier Boy and Homelander get it on during the Hero-gasm issue. Get it? 2 words merged together. While Amazon had specifically stated this would not be happening in the show, many people watched the episode hoping for it anyways. In Stranger Things, Will Byers has continually been hinted at as queer, but the show refuses to commit to the character's identity in any way. Many are calling both shows out for queer baiting, or intentionally misleading reviewers about LGBTQ plus content in order to draw viewers, but then not delivering on the content. Our Hot Topic headline of the week gets us to ask, do we care about queer baiting? Stranger Things and The Boys makes us wonder. What do y'all think?
Absolutely. And this is one of those instances that's it's like rainbow capitalism adjacent, right? Where you see this marketing ploy, they know what they call it, hero-gasm. They know what they're doing. They know full well. And then you see, and then it's edging. It's edging. That's the word of the day.
But is there something wrong with that? But isn't that life? Isn't life like that? That sometimes you can kind of like, okay, yeah, I might like a girl today, maybe tomorrow I don't. I mean, that's just, I don't think it's queer baiting at all.
And didn't the season opener of The Boys have one of the characters inside of a penis?
That's true.
That's not queer baiting. That's just pretty gay.
Well, and I don't think
pretty gay.
I don't think that Stranger Things is queer baiting specifically because it's set in the mid 1980s when coming out was at a different time, and I think that it really captures this Will's hesitation about coming out, even though his brother hints that he knows and people around him know. So I don't think it's queer baiting at all. It's being true to the period.
You make a very academic, intellectual observation, which I like. Do you think Will's gay?
I do think that the character is gay.
Will, the character.
Yes.
So you think he's gay. Yeah. Does it bother you then, beyond the academic observation you just made, does it bother you that there's no delivery on that? He's not, he doesn't kiss, he doesn't hold hands.
Well, there's another season coming.
Yeah.
The current season.
So you have hope.
And I don't actually have hope, but I think that they're being good to the lesbian character. The lesbian character, I'm not going to do any spoilers, but there's a nice moment in the current season where she's, is reunited with her friend.
Is there a sex scene? I'll watch it if there's a sex scene. Just say it, Greg. Are there two lesbians? Are they doing like this?
There aren't any sex scenes at all in the whole entire series.
There's no sex in the entire series. But I want to come back and I want to call you out, and I'll do it lovingly. Haven't you succumbed to the queer baiting because you know that Will is gay from your perspective, and you have hope that it will happen the next season, which is exactly why they might want to queer bait?
The queer baiting is working.
It's working.
Well, I mean, whether he comes out or not, it's clear from the end of the season.
Can everybody hear the shoes running down the pavement? The point
clear
is
that this character
specifically
is quear.
Okay,
it's clear that he's attracted to his best friend.
All right. But I'm doing my best to continue to hold on to your shirt.
My Emerson College shirt, by the way, which is worn by one of the characters in the show because she's going to be attending Emerson College in the fall.
That's
so
right.
It's a real college.
Yeah, Emerson?
You sure? Is that where you went, Greg?
That's where I went.
Oh, that's hence where you got the shirt.
Yeah.
Right? So you've had that shirt for 43 years.
No, they've actually reproduced.
Wear that shirt on our
They've
show.
actually reproduced this shirt from the 80s for the show, and it's for sale, and the money is being donated to Uvalde.
Oh, okay. No. Then it's okay.
Yeah,
it's
we're good.
okay. All right.
I think that we have to recognize, though, that in order to show more definitively that a character is queer, that doesn't mean they have to come out to other people. The whole point of a show isn't that we're another person that's in the show.
No,
we get to peek into these things behind the scenes.
And it's a storyline. Like every show we watch, we can't wait for the main character to get with the hunk or get with the girl. It's just part of the storyline.
Let me give you another example in Stranger Things. By the way, it was announced today. It is breaking news on Stranger Things. That Stranger Things will become the most viewed streaming show in history.
Really?
Already more than 1 billion views in the last month.
Hold on, billion as in B?
B. The only thing that rivals it is Squid Games, and they've already said no, it's going to eclipse Squid Games.
Squid Game, was when we were all at home, stuck with nothing else but TV.
Yeah,
Come on,
exactly.
think about that.
In terms of, so big, we're talking about, and the other thing that's interesting, I think, about why Stranger Things is so successful on that number, this is a June and into the first weekend of July release of Stranger Things that had sat dusty for 3 years. It's not like one right after another. It sat for 3 years of going, no, you don't get any more. And 3 years later, it comes back, and it's the most successful.
And you're thirsty as
ever.
hell for it.
But you know what? I think that my issue with queer baiting more than anything else is it popularizes this phenomenon of speculating about people's sexuality, and I think that making that, even these aren't real people, they're fictional, whatever, but making that a normal thing or an okay thing, because it's intentional, right? Like when we're talking about queer baiting, these people are sending off these signals to viewers intentionally to make it seem like, oh, are they gay? Are they? And it makes it okay to speculate, and I think that's dangerous.
Let me ask you about an example of exactly what Maxx just said. In Stranger Things 4, that has just, they launched the final episodes 4th of July weekend, just this last weekend. In the institute that is working on the special people like 11, the gathering room is called the Rainbow Room. And the Rainbow Room is a wall that is painted rainbow. Now, okay, the LGBTQ community doesn't own rainbows, but in today's day and age, in the month of Pride, leading out of Pride, the Rainbow Room is pretty much...
It could be signaling, yes, it could be.
Yeah, okay, well, is that...
Is that okay?
Well, like you said, we don't own the rainbow, so no, I don't think it's queer baiting.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're telling a story. Like you said,
it's a storyline.
Let the story unfold.
Yeah, but what's the story of the rainbow in the gathering room of all of these very, very special people, of which the principal character of the entire series is 11, and she's in this rainbow room with a gigantic rainbow wall behind her. It's like saying the Empire State Building that is illuminated for 4th of July, red, white, and blue, that doesn't have anything to do with America, right? No, you don't agree with that?
I don't think that there's a correlation.
Why is that? Explain to me
think
why.
But it makes me think of one of the X-Men shows.
Explain to me why it doesn't make you think that.
Well, because there's nothing queer about the characters in this facility. Again, we don't own the rainbow. I don't think it was used against us or used to lure us in. But it makes me think about the second X-Men movie, where supposedly it was like a metaphor for queer people. I'm not a big fan of that series, but I watched that one, and you could see the connection. So I see how maybe people with special abilities, special gifts, might be considered gay, but I don't think in the case of...
Let me ask the question in a different way. I have a friend, I've told this story before. I have a friend that automatically, if the guy is sexy, in whatever it is, television, magazine, movie, whatever, we could be at the movies, and he goes, oh, he's probably gay. And then when I'm going, he has a wife and is divorced and has 19 children.
And he says so.
He's not gay. Oh, no. He could be.
Well, because us in the gay community, we want everybody to be gay.
Well, there's my point. But okay, and thank you for saying that. But does that not open the door to they know what they're doing? That they want to put that in front of community to follow it. There's the breadcrumbs.
And I would have to say I disagree with Gregg, because I think that, again, it's during, you put your rainbow in your show during Pride Month. It's 2022. I think that, and the other thing is, they have to think about how are these visual elements being perceived, and there's no way that they're like, yeah, people aren't gonna think that this means gay. Like they know what they're doing, or they know that plenty of people are going to interpret that way, and they chose to, they made a conscious decision to do that.
Let me give you another example. In The Boys, I posted over the weekend, I don't know if you saw my post, I posted as a spoiler alert, of which I'll do the exact same thing here. We railed against The Boys right from the very beginning, saying, my goodness, this is a metaphor on toxic masculinity. What happens if Superman is a sociopath mass killer? What would you do? Because how do you stop Superman? And the other related characters. The Boys has done that for 2 years. They've done that for the first half of season 3. And then something happens in the show, and you realize, spoiler alert, you realize that the metaphor of Homelander is Donald Trump. And that what's going on in this in this story arc is that half of the country loves the Supes, half the country hates the Supes, half think that they're the saviors, half think that they're devil incarnate and going to kill everybody. Fake news, politicians are evil, lying individuals, and the whole metaphor of The Boys is January 6th.
Very true to life.
It's very true to life. And then they introduced this new character called Soldier Boy, which, by the way, I loved because he is the original character from Supernatural. And he's the cute one. Everybody loved the tall one. I loved.
Wait a minute, really? Dean?
Is
I'm watching this crap
Boy.
now. You just got me. You're kidding me.
He is Soldier Boy in this.
Oh my God,
and
I love
in the
him.
comics, our production staff helped me understand, because I didn't read them, that Soldier Boy and Homelander have a sexual experience in the comics. And Herogasm was where it was implemented. And Herogasm is an event where all the Supes come together, organized by Soldier Boy, and it's basically a mass orgy for Supes for the weekend. And they have one. And now you see a battle scene between Homelander and Soldier Boy, and the story goes on from there. But it was all heavily teased about Herogasm, ringing a dog whistle, going, wait, this is coming. Now it didn't come, literally.
Unfortunately not.
But it would have been amazing. It would have been amazing.
So no orgy.
If only they'd come.
Is it queer baiting, right? From your mouth to God's ears. Is it queer baiting?
Now that you picture it like that, maybe it is, but that's okay.
Well, there's the question.
I want to watch things that include my community, even if it's just alluding to it.
We're okay.
I want to
with it
watch
then.
that.
We're okay if it's true.
You know what's
Let's
crazy?
come back to you.
It's part of visibility, Al.
You're
Well, you
saying
say representation,
it's not.
yeah.
Yeah. So you're okay with it. You're saying it may not. You don't think it's happening. We hear you. But even if it was happening, and we think it's happening, Max's point about the rainbow. What were they thinking the wall was going to mean in Pride Month? The question is, does anybody get hurt by it? Anyone oppressed by it?
I think we got bigger shit to deal with, Al.
Yeah.
That's what I think. I think that we're okay with this right now.
Yeah.
Still the visibility, still the
Representation,
inclusivity.
sure.
We need all that, and we want to see it on a screen, and we'll sit there and wait to the last episode of the last season for it.
Yeah. Fair enough. We'll leave it there in terms of queer baiting.
I'm watching now. Dean?
Power watch Stranger Things. Amazing. But season 3, even if you haven't liked The Boys, try season 3. It turned super interesting. Donald Trump as Superman, who no one can stop.
Ugh, that's scary. How about a kryptonite penis? Can that stop him?
Well, I guess we're going to find out. All right. Well, finally tonight, we are the LGBTQ community, and absolutely, how can this transition work any better?
Well, we are not going to queer bait you.
Yes, we're not going to queer bait. We're going to put it right out there for you, because we're going to talk about sex and relationships. Let's play a game that we've played from the very first episode of It's Happening Out. Our game asks, who would you do, what would you do, and with 3 different interesting people. And unfortunately, one of the options is not all 3 interesting people. Tonight, our game is called Shag, Marry, Chop. And our theme is hot LGBTQ plus actors that have the body for Magic Mike 3. They're in casting right now. And we're looking at some of the reality stars or famous individuals that are or could be considered for Magic Mike 3. So this week we're going to play with, in our game, Joel Kim Booster,
Cute.
or Colton Hayes, or who's that guy on the right in the dress?
Little something?
Yeah, little something. Wow. Probably not so little something either. All right, so Faye, let's start with the only biological woman at the table.
Woo, wow, okay.
Who are you going to shag?
I am shagging Colton Haynes because it looks like he needs somebody to push his face down on a pillow and show him who's boss.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm the top. Why are you looking at me like that, Max?
Yeah,
Gee,
hey.
I'm marrying Little Nas X because Little Nas X comes with Little Nas X money, and that goes with FayWhat completely, and we would be incredible together. Little Nas X and FayWhat. Don't spit out that liquor on me, Mr. Ferguson.
Okay, I almost did. All right, so
Swallow.
you went for Lil Nas for the money.
Hell to the I
love-
know he's
Like
no.
you said,
I
I
also
like gifts.
I love.
I like gifts. I also know he's got a big penis. So those two things go great
Yeah,
for a
he's
partner
left
and a
little to be
lover,
imagined.
and
All
you know
right.
that's who it. So
And
so that's so I'm
Joel?
chopping Joel. Yeah, like no reason really. I just kind of saw myself on Instagram pics with the other two before you. That's it.
Okay. And John Hayden, who are you shagging?
I mean, you know, I'll shag Lil Nas X. I mean, it was good the first time. Why not go again?
Child, please.
Wait. I have to tell our viewing audience what goes on with John Hayden. John Hayden tells Faye and I specifically, oh, there was this person and this person and this person. And he tells it in just a good enough way where we can't quite detect truth or
He
consequence.
queer baits us. That's what he does.
Right,
He queer
queer
baits
baits
us.
us.
I completely
Exactly.
do.
Right, exactly. All right. So Lil Nas, he's out first. You take him on. And then
I'm marrying Joel Kim because I mean, look at that booty. We're gonna get another shot where we see his abs. I mean, oh yeah, I could wake up to that
are
every
you
day.
a muscle guy? You like muscle guys?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Because I am often naughty, and I need to be put in my place.
Good to know.
God, I'm doing a television show. And every fiber in my being says I should explore that, but I just can't. I just can't. And Colton is a chop.
He's
for you.
chopped. He smokes. Yeah.
Oh,
Ew,
see,
no.
Now, oh, that's so interesting. Immediately, boop, just like that.
Boner down again. Me too.
Yeah, wow.
I didn't notice
All right,
that.
let's try to waste that away so we don't remember it, and we'll go to Gregg. Gregg, who are you shagging?
I'm going to shag Lil Nas X.
Okay, why?
His youthful exuberance, his energy.
I can see how that would
Keep
be
me
important
awake.
to you.
Can't you see Greg like
wouldn't be
bang
like-
Little Nas X and then just come back 20 years younger looking, right? Like after that, bam.
If only.
No.
I would marry Joel Kim Booster because he's really funny and I'm really funny and we would make each
You are?
other
Who
laugh.
told you
I
that?
was going to say, who told
We'd
you
make
that?
each other laugh.
Really?
And I would absolutely
He ignored us. Did you?
chop,
Totally.
chop Colton Haynes for sure.
And why Colton? Why the chop?
Because I think Colton is too busy having sex with himself. He's too in love with himself.
Now, see, I personally think that that's a turn on.
That means
It's
he's
not
ready
for
you.
anybody else?
That means he's ready for you.
love
That
time
means
traveler
you're in the
wife.
that means you're in the time traveler's wife. That's what I was gonna say. That's all that means.
Oh, dude, that would so happen. That would so happen. No, I like that kind of personality because if you're going to be great with another person, you got to be great with yourself first.
Yeah.
Sounds
Yeah. Like,
like
what is it? What does Mama Ru say?
I was just paraphrasing
Mama
Ruth
Ruth
on
say?
the Blue, yeah.
Well, I would say it, but she would charge me $5 for violating her branding right. And Maxx, who are you going to shag?
So I am definitely gonna shag Joel because, wow. Yeah.
Wait,
same,
define
just
wow. What's wow about that?
That the crack right there is
Is wow to
just,
you.
it's nice. Yeah.
Wait,
come on.
help us understand.
Come
something.
on.
All right, if you have a natural, everyone's versatile. Everyone's versatile. If you have a natural inclination, I hear you, John. If you have a natural inclination to one or the other, and like what you're just talking about, does that kind of violate that concept that?
Are you calling me a bottom right now?
Well, I'm trying to be ginger about it.
Oh.
So you're zeroing in on something that is not naturally what's the most interesting thing for you?
First and foremost, that's quite an assumption. I am a verse through and through. I'm right down the middle.
Good
Oh,
job.
God, here we go.
Yeah. So even when I was younger and I was more into bottoming, I was still an ass guy.
When he was younger. When he was younger.
Yeah. When I was like a
You're 20, dude.
Beatles.
Nobody says.
We can
when
do
I was
math.
Yeah, when I
younger.
was apparently me reminiscing about when I'm 17.
Yeah,
That's
all right.
me when I was younger.
Okay, and who are you? marrying?
Max, your Z-Pack is on automatic refill at the CVS.
Remind me about that, yeah.
Your Mary is.
Listen, I would marry Lil Nas X because first of all he's hot, but also
Oh, by the way, I'm just told by production, Mrs. Fenning's on the phone. Well, welcome to.
I curl up into a little ball.
Your Mary is.
I'd marry Lil Nas X because he's hot and also like I just like his energy. Like just he gives no. Can I cuss? He gives no Fs.
He's
at
decaf.
all.
He's decaf,
He
yeah.
really doesn't. I would very willingly chop Colton. He's so boring. He looks so boring. He looks really.
I'm curious,
really boring.
just from the picture. Have you ever listened to him talk? Seen any of his? He's done reality stuff. So just from imaging, you're saying, wait, it's a little slow for you.
Yeah.
Do you think that is a general millennial outlook? Because, for example, Colton's not doing well at the table tonight, but none of us would say, oh, he's not super cute, and he's...
Yeah, like I banged him.
You're not saying that. You're going, oh, no. And do you think that's a millennial thing? Why?
I don't know. I can't have two. There's this joke about people dating people who look just like him, and I'm not saying I have a six-pack or anything like that. But like,
you just said you look like Colton Hayden.
Oh no, but
I
can't. There can only be two nondescript white men in a relationship with me. You know what I mean? I'm the token nondescript.
Get it. That's why John and Greg can't have sex. Got it. Like you cancel each other out. Poof.
Right. And us. And then there's no one.
Okay.
And I love myself, so I want to make sure I'm still around.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
But I won't date someone who's almost myself, because that's just an imposter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not gonna...
And do you? I'm curious, Max. Do you have to be number one in a relationship?
Not number one, but you can't be the same person.
Okay, so that means one is one and one is two. Which are you?
3.
All of the above.
He's now become a side. I met a side over the weekend. Somebody who said he wouldn't. That was interesting.
Yeah.
I had no idea. How come you never told me about that?
Yeah, there's
I thought he was bullshitting me. I was like, you made that up. You're not a side.
I've many friends.
Side of beef? Side of what?
Back to the question. Do you have to be first or can you be second? In general, if you had, this is how it works. Most of my life, my long experience life so far, I'm number one or I'm number two.
Do you mean like in dominance or like because of
in everything? Like at home, I'm number one. I'm number one in every relationship. It's me. It's FayWhat's world, and then you get to come along with it.
I think the whole point is that they're both individual people.
Cute. You're so cute.
You know what I mean?
You're so cute. You'll learn when you get there.
All right, so I guess my question, to more succinctly than Al perhaps has put it, let's say Greg and I are dating, and you want to be our third. You want to be in a throuple.
Is this
with
kind
us.
of fantasy session?
Would you be okay being number?
How many parallel universes?
I'm not sure this is hypothetical. So, dude, what's your safe word? And run now.
Yeah.
You don't want to.
Cacao.
Okay. That answer's good enough. Thank you. All right. Before we end the show, we're going to introduce you to our sponsor, Jet's Pizza. I'm going to have some difficulty tonight getting this entire conversation out of my head.
So good.
Are you coming to South Florida? And if you are, you've got to try the pizza of choice for the LGBTQ community. It's Jet's Pizza. We're going to take a poll, and we're going to do some fundraising for National Task Force this fall, by the way, at the National Dinner, on how many people want to see Faye drop this pizza on It's Happening Out.
Listen, I could carry this on my chest. Okay? You don't know me. You don't know me.
All right. Well, we're getting ready to enjoy some of Jet's Pizza right here after the show. Well, that's it, South Florida. Another week with you and the world's first and most popular LGBTQ talk show in the world. Before we sign off, let's hear from our host for one final good night, and let's begin with FayWhat.
FayWhat! So happy to be here around this table. I love that we're able to open and just speak frankly about all the good, the bad, and the ugly. The tops and the bottoms and the sides. That's what we do here at Happening Out Television Network. So make sure that you watch all our other programs, like the FayWhat Show on Mondays and Queer News Tonight daily. We love to be in your homes. I love you in my bed. Make sure you follow us all on social media as well. And I will see you guys next Wednesday right here at this table. It's Happening Out.
And all you have to do is to tune into the FayWhat Show Monday mornings at 9 or anytime on demand on Roku or Apple Television. And you will know that Faye does love lots of people in her bed. And John Hayden, a good night from you.
It's going to be a great weekend. It's going to be Flockfest, which is raising money for great causes. Sit on pink flamingos and float in the ocean. And if you want to take a poll there, it's the place to do it.
Wait, are you 14 years old? Wow.
He really is.
And,
up top?
And Gregg Shapiro. There's something wrong with up top, too. I'm just telling you, this whole thing is just wrong. Gregg Shapiro, a good night from you.
Good night, be safe, and beware of the monkeypox. Please take care of your
Dios mío. Ay, Dios mío.
take care of yourselves. And
Oh my God.
Did he really just say that?
Wait, wait, did John Hayden move over to this end of the table?
That's correct. Yeah.
Yeah, this is Gregg.
I'm Gregg.
Have a nice, healthy one.
All the things going on in the world. Monkeypox. Okay, got it. All right, and Maxx Fenning, a good night from you.
All right. We talked about queer baiting. Right next to that, rainbow capitalism. We all know it. We all hate it. How are we going to put a stop to it? Well, if you want to make sure that companies stay gay all year round and put their money where their mouth is, go to www.staygay.org. And also, make sure to go to Miami SuperCon at the Miami Beach Convention Center on July 8th and 9th. We'll be having a drag show and panel.
You know, and by the way, if we didn't prove in the last 30 seconds that we embrace say gay, I just don't even know what it is. All right, so is what you watched tonight important to you? You sat right here at the LGBTQ kitchen table right along with us. These are interesting times, to say the least. All you have to do is to tune in to Queer News Tonight every night at 8 o'clock, where we're reporting on what's really going on in the world from the LGBT lens perspective of the news. And I think you need to do that because you need to stay aware of what's really happening in our own backyards, in our own nation, and really all over the world. Here at It's Happening Out, we try to have a bit more fun, and we talk about some serious things, but we try to provide a different lens in terms of having some enjoyment with what we're doing. And we talk about a lot of important things for the LGBTQ community, but with a different slant. And I would invite you to share tonight's It's Happening Out with your friends and say, you probably haven't seen anything like this before in the LGBTQ community. And I think that that would be their conclusion too. So remember, we're here every Wednesday at 9 p.m. and it's live. This was unedited. Believe me, I wish I could go back and take out many of the comments that you heard tonight. I'm going to burn them out of the back of my eyeballs later this evening. And don't forget, Queer News Tonight is daily at 8 p.m. You can read Hotspots magazine on stands all over South Florida. And remember, if it's important to you, of course, it's happening out. Good night.
Bye.
Good night.